for this session, so don't have anything prepared. I'm just going to go off the top of my head. You find a bottle on the beach. You eventually realize that you're cursed, and yourself that curse. You visited a temple on the island of Tabax that gave you a bit more insight into what was going on. Let you know about a deep time war of different gods that resulted in some ancient creature being sealed below the depths, and also resulted in the death of the goddess Maka. And that the curse that you bear has some connection with this creature. Eventually, your search at the temple led you to a vision with Halius, where he informed you that basically only a god can kill another god, and that in order to kill him, you would need a weapon crafted from the body of another god. So it sent you on a quest to find a tooth from the sky whale. Not Halius, but yeah. There is a hierarchy here, and Sidakoi is pretty low on that hierarchy. There's like a familial hierarchy here. No, no. No, it is necessary. It is absolutely necessary, but there is a hierarchy. Your characters would have an innate understanding of that, just for clarity's sake. On your hunt for how to hunt, maybe kill this whale, you found the ancient, or not ancient, but I guess ancient, an ancient library that was at one point home to Captiostrix, god of knowledge and collection, and eventually became the holding of Hexbeard, and you found some books about whale hunting, or about the patterns that this whale would go on, about like what whales eat, roughly what you feel like you should be doing. I forgot about the squirrel, Coleman.
I forgot about it too.
So you learned some stuff at the library, and then you finally headed out on your way. But before you left the library, you had found a notebook from Von Baron, Nox's old master, that heavily implied that he was still alive and somehow living in Dogboldir, which just so happened to be the same town that Bungus was from. You went to Dogboldir to go ahead and burn down that brewery that you've been waiting to, and then hunt down Von Baron, where when you eventually found him, you learned that essentially his family seems to have been an old, like, mine, like, money, like, old mine owners, and they went bankrupt, and that's probably why Von Baron turned to piracy. Lived an extravagant life and didn't want to give it up when he went bankrupt. And you found him in the deepest caverns of the mine after battling with his pet birds that were guarding the place. And in this deep cavern, he seemed to be prepping for the end of the world, thinking that shit's going on up there and I'm gonna be down here and I'm gonna live. He's got food, supplies, materials for years, decades even, and it seems like he's about to wait out, like his plan is to wait out the storm. He did have a captive hostage that he repeatedly referred to as a demon, as a Rusalka, but all of you were just like, this guy's fucking insane, we're releasing her. But as you tried to release her, this psychic connection between a couple of you, specifically 4 of you, and this creature seemed to just go through as she revealed herself to be another one of the changelings that you had seen before. You had carved a large hole in the tube that she was stored in with your axe, Damien. And by the end of it, to ensure that she wouldn't crawl out, you chucked a stored fireball into the tube and blew up the area. As you look around, Von Baron is just kind of holding his hands out like, did that get her? But before you see what appears to be a much less scorched than you would expect pile of dust. And also sharded glass from the tube, like acrylic. You're still in Von Baron's place. What would you like to do? Sure. Slightly less glass than I had said before. It didn't shatter into quite as many pieces, but... Where she was, you see, like, there's no body. There's just dust.
No blood?
No blood.
Where'd she go?
Noxie, you want to help me fix that tube real quick?
I'll get right on it, sir. Now, with this new invention right here, flex tape will seal any holes.
My God. Noxie, you're a genius!
Oh, that table in half? I can cut that table in half. Tape it right back up. Good as new.
You got a boat?
Please don't saw my table in half. Or my boat.
I'll watch this fungus go break that table.
Can I, like, Buffalo Bills fan style, like, through the table? Just boom!
Nox, please. But before she comes back and we get the tube fixed again, just, you've got mending, right?
Why would she come back?
Oh, you reduced her to ash. I've done it a few times now, but I can't keep her dead.
Yes, she might want revenge.
You know, in my experience, yes.
What?
I do not have mending, by the way.
What do you mean they come back?
Noxie, you're useless. He's like mending the thing, and you see the pieces of glass are like slowly like coming back together.
I'm a fighter, not a lover.
This is gonna take me hours. Oh, well, you've got her to a good enough pile. It should probably be like a day. I've been doing experiments on her, you see.
What have you done so far?
Well, I've mostly... Yeah, I've seen it happen a few times now. Struck her with lightning for 3 days straight, and it put her like this. I guess I'd been prodding her for a few days since before you got here.
Well, yes, no wonder the woman hates you.
Well, from what I've gathered, she doesn't seem to remember anything when she comes back. I mean, she could just be a really good liar, but I don't know. She doesn't seem to have much of an understanding of what's going on. At least when her voice is normal. He's kind of like waving you off, like, go get some snacks, right? Give me like 2 hours. And
Oh,
I'll...
don't mind if Yogu does. Where are the said snacks?
Not Yogu.
Oh.
Yogu.
Yogu
Yogu?
slouches down.
We only have so many rations down here. I need to last for at least another 50 years. You
Yogu
could eat me out in a day.
Yogu won't eat too much. Yogu promises.
He could eat you out in a day, you say?
Yogu is very good at eating.
Von Baron's essentially like waving you guys off, saying like, "I'm gonna fix this for now." Is there anything you want to do in the interim while he's fixing that?
Let's look around his stash for potions.
Yeah, let's definitely go through his Doomsday Prepper stuff.
Let's see.
All right.
Does he have like a box of bullets?
A casual glance, you can see boxes, like all kinds of boxes, and if anybody can read Dwarvish, they're labeled, which I know at least one of you can read Dwarvish, so they're labeled.
I can.
The dwarves.
It was him.
Exactly. But they say things like ammunition, rations, rations, and then they have a date on it that's like 10 years out. Like, not 10 years old, 10 years in the future. And then, like, a bunch of those that just all, like, rations, and then a year for, like, the future or whatever. After you get down to basically the end of the hall, you find like a kitchen area that has an open box of rations. And if anybody would like to roll investigation for what else you find in here.
I'll offer assistance.
I mean, Yogu will try, but he's not very good at investigating. Perfect. That's really good.
Anybody else?
Hit multiple.
Yeah, anybody that wants to can.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright.
Pretty good overall.
Nox, you do find a small box of greater healing potions. It's got about 12 of them in there. Not sure about whether or not you should take it, though. Nox would be a little hesitant taking many of them.
You go ask Von Baron. Hey, boss, can I have some potions?
Let me finish my fucking work, Noxy!
2 potions.
Yogu.
Uh-huh.
I take 2 potions and put an IOU sticker on it.
You smell a smelly
Smell.
the smell of a rodent skittering along the floor.
Perfect. Yogu goes for it.
And you catch that rodent, and you don't just catch that rodent, you also see a little hole in the wall that he was crawling into. Dig your little fingers in there, and you get another one.
Ooh.
Part 2.
Snack
baby.
for now and later.
What does a grading hero potion do?
Alright.
2d4.
2d4.
Alright. 4d4. Alright. I'm gonna start dipping my Constitution band into the potions that I took.
Okay.
I forgot I had it.
Roger, you find some You find some loose change laying out on the counter, about 16 gold. No. And then Perlin. Davian, you're just not really paying too much attention to what's going on. Perlin, you find... What's my chart say? You find a fine set of silverware.
Pretty fancy.
Yeah.
Wait, am I looting right now?
You can. There is a moral question of whether or not you're looting.
Hmm.
You guys are just kind of poking through his kitchen area, so... Alright. In the ammunition pile, you would... in the ammunition pile, if you're looking for arrows, you would see a box of standard arrows. Mm-hmm. You can ask Vaughn, or you can just take them. Roll a sleight of hand check if you want to. There'd be, if you want to get 30, there's 30. DC is going to be higher for 30. Okay. It's pretty high DC too, but yeah, you got it. The arrows are stacked up pretty high on a shelf, and you climb up very quietly and just slip them out and into your pack. After you guys poke around, eat, drink his beer, loot a little bit for about 2 hours, Von Baron starts wiping it. Von Baron enters the kitchen area, wiping his brow, and he's just like, oh, I fucking hope that thing holds.
What happens if it doesn't?
Well, the good news is they can't fight back super hard. I'd probably wrestle with her again, but... Ugh. Been testing the body. She's mostly made of silica and various salts.
To be fair, though, we did run into that one that we killed alive on a beach. And then there was our friend who we ran into underground in that Furball Temple. You were there. Would you describe it as a hallucination? That's fair. But then he didn't get up and walk away afterwards.
So you've run into the Rusalka before, is what I'm hearing.
Right. It sounds Camden. I mean, you don't see many people get shot in the head and live. Have you?
Oh, yeah. Not common, but it happens. Dithneer? You're talking about Dithneer? No, that is Dithneer. Dithneer! The brother.
Always did confuse Yoku.
Well, in my time at the library, I've been reading a bit. How much do you know about the Rusalka?
I know plenty, and so does Roger, but you should probably explain it to everybody else in the group.
Yes, Yoku does not know.
Yogu doesn't know.
Yoku does not know.
I do not know.
Yogu.
Yes.
Sweetheart. Child.
That is Yoku.
Do you remember those nights we would have on the ship where we'd all stay up late and we'd set a little fire out on the deck and we'd try to tell stories to scare each other?
Yes, Yoku remembers the sleepless nights.
Do you remember the ambient sounds you would make to add to the story?
Yes, Yoku remembers vividly.
Oh, Yogu, would you make those during this story?
Here,
Yoku needs...
here, I've got a real scary one for you this time.
Okay.
Yogu, do you need a drink before you make these noises?
Oh, don't worry, Yoku's got plenty.
Okay. Okay. What do I have that's gonna be creepy sound?
Now, am I actually making sound effects, or is
If you want to, you can. I can just turn on other things, though. If you want to, feel
What we got?
absolutely free to make sound effects.
desert winds? Yoku starts blowing.
We'll go with Potion Shop. It's got kind of creepy vibes. Well, like I said, I'd been doing some reading in the library, and well, you know, it kind of makes you stray from the more orthodox parts of your own religion when you learn more about histories and whatever, but long ago, the primordials fought in their endless battles. And he's like waving his hands around, doing all the spooky stuff. Splitting the whole of reality from the seams. And this vicious and bloody hellscape that was existence, forever shaped by their battles, until only 6 remain. 6 would eventually become countless again, descendants of the living tempest, of the Holy Mother, the Hallowed Father. But at some point they say the gods matured. Realized the error of the old ones. They split the world into 6 corners with followers in each. And to the Holy Mother and Goddess of the Sun, the Forest, and the Fae went Krenix, land of elves, giants, gnomes, genasi, and even tieflings at some point. To the hallowed father, god of the moon, guardian of nature, went Icors, land of humans, dwarves, and halflings. To the old worm went Vandalia, land of dragons, lizards, kobolds, orcs, dwarves, hobgoblins. Am I forgetting anyone? Yeah, well. And to the slimy old toad, went Dalgoth, land of beastmen, centaurs, satyrs, minotaurs, furbolgs, gnolls, tabaxi and leonin, slod and bullywog. And little know this bit, but to the red storm went the skies, home of the Aarakocra. They were like these birdmen. They're all dead now, don't worry about it. But the other one, the one below, he whose name would drive even the saltiest sailor mad, to him went the sea. And ain't no one in the sea smart enough to follow a god. So when the gods decided that their conflict should be solved by mortals, well, that left him without any weapons now, didn't it? So the mad beast decided he'd make his own followers. From the substrate of the ocean, he pulled them out in the form of a man. But it was no man. A mindless doll. Could walk, talk, and it had no soul. Just stared back into its creator with eyes just as pale and lifeless. Its creator was gonna throw it away, but then he thought of a use for it. And this doll, he gave it its own tricksy power to change shape. It could look like the most beautiful broad you'd ever laid eyes on, lad. Or you'd ever pay for, lad. That's what he was supposed to say, shit. And they'd lay there on the shoreline. They'd lay in the rivers, in the lakes, even the creeks, and the slightest babbling brook. I'm sure they'd be in the sewers, too, if they were around back then. They'd take that beautiful form and reach out with those thin fingers. They reach out those thin fingers. And you'd take their hand, because, I mean, why wouldn't you, lad? And they'd pull you under. But it doesn't stop there. They didn't want to eat you, no. Devil in the depths. He wanted followers, you see. So he'd take your body, your soul, into the depths, and he'd put a little bit of himself in you. He, like, pokes at someone's chest. And he'd turn you into something so terrible. This abomination and abhorrent fish. The aboleths. One of his followers. And that's where babies come from, lads.
Oh.
Thanks for the sounds, Yogu. That was very helpful.
Yogu completely terrified of the scary story. No problem.
Yeah, they're Ahsokas. They're the puppets. They're like the lures on the fishing rods. You see, they lure you in with this big, voluptuous forms. Oh, you should have seen her when I first laid eyes on her. My God, man. Oh, I was about to pay for her too, but no. I thought to myself, I'd saved up my money too long, and you only invest in platinum. Platinum coins are the only things that are going to have value at the end of this. Inflation's going to be crazy, hear me.
Oh, Yogu believes it.
Buy platinum, Yogu.
Yoga will keep that in mind. Wait, Yoga remembers, didn't we fight one of those aboleth monsters? Or what you just described?
At the docks, we got the robot man.
Yes.
And, Nox.
And we met Nox. We met Nox. So you're saying there's more of those things?
Oh. Legends say they all died out in the primordial. What would he refer to it as? There is like a word that means like the widower war or something is what he would call it. Like like the war in which the Holy Mother died. They say they were all wiped out, that none survived the holy wrath of the other gods, but some nights in the deepest depths of the ocean, on the darkest trade routes, you can still see them come up to the surface, looking for the ships that they once called homes, with what little of their minds still remain in those forms.
Yogu misses these scary stories. Yogu enjoys it so much. He's kind of like grabbing his tail, like very afraid.
You must not be named, I believe.
A name so cursed that none of the bravest that even the bravest, saltiest sailors quiver in their boots on hearing it.
Could you just write it down then?
Kraken.
Yeah, could we have Kalika fight the Kraken?
Well, he won once before, didn't he?
Well, it seems like, I don't know about you, but I have a curse on me that's not related to Kalika. It's related to the Kraken. So, I'm personally feeling fucked by the Kraken.
Why wouldn't you like
Speaking of which,
Kalika?
I think I've seen some books with depictions that fit that pretty literally. So am I.
Yeah, me too. What the
See?
fuck's wrong with you? What you got against Kalikans? That's the fucking Orthodox brand. What the hell's wrong with you? You think we'd all like that?
Bojer, that is pretty insensitive.
Huh.
Look, in the eyes of Kalika, it doesn't matter what sins you commit, you're always forgiven as long as you repent.
Yeah,
I
you just
don't
gotta
have-
repent, dude.
It's
Let
not-
the holy deer into your heart.
Just a quick
You're hunting
aside. Elvi.
Oh, may the stag have blessed on your souls and be warned. If the end times aren't here for you yet, they will soon be.
I'd like to say, I know we were going to just collect one tooth, but what if we collected multiple? Could we just give
I think you could collect a lot of teeth when he's gnashing you with them.
Well, I think it would be easier once we get the first one. Then you have like a little place to hide in his divine gums. We don't need to kill him.
Yeah, see, if I was in your position, I'd say I wouldn't fight the whale either. I'd just try to hit and run.
I mean, worst case scenario, if we take enough teeth, I would hope he could grow them back. And two, in the moment, he would only just be able to gum us. You ever been gummed?
You know how many teeth the fucking whales have? These terrifying creatures. They're so large and whatever, and they're fucking flying, and it's kind of.
Icarus Project is his, so probably.
Yeah, I started crafting it with Hexbeard himself.
Oh, that's fair. You're right. My bad.
You got the torpedoes on it, right? That's really all I got. Oh, Noxie! Where the fuck did the little one go?
What?
I'm gonna pick you up by your fucking... He, like, grabs you by the scruff of your neck. Noxie, don't run away from me when I'm talking to you.
I'm sorry, sir. What did you want?
I got a present for you.
Present? Oh, boy.
Yeah, I figure I'm not gonna be using them down here.
I've not
Come
had
with
a
me.
present since I was back with my family years ago. Back on the mountains.
Would you shut up about your family?
Hey, I'm doing all this for them.
Right. Anyway, he like goes over and there's this pile of junk. There, like, he pulls things out. It's like you see like a muffler, like a bunch of random gears or whatever, and he keeps chucking them away. And eventually, he reveals underneath this, like, it looks very unimpressive. He's kind of like holding his hands to the side, like, ta-da! But it just looks like a barrel.
Yoku starts clapping.
Like a big barrel, made of iron, but just a barrel.
What is it? You lost me, sir.
Oh, didn't I show you this one?
Nah, you never showed me this one.
Yeah, we'll just... Here. Slides it over to you. Take it anyway.
Alright, is this some ale? What's in this barrel?
He, like, when I say he slides it over to you, it's laid on his side. He rolls it in your direction. And as it approaches you, you get the sense there's a lot of momentum behind it.
Yo, come stop this for me.
Yoku does what? Sorry.
Stop this.
There is a giant barrel rolling towards
Oh,
I'm saying, are you trying to get out of the way?
yeah. I mean, Yoga's gonna try and help. He'll.
Right.
He'll.
Roll a strength check, Yogu.
Uh
Bro.
oh. Just base strength or athletics. Okay, fantastic. He is proficient. 20.
This was DC 20.
Oh.
You rush over as you see this thing about to crush Nox. Nox, you get this like deer in the headlights look, and as you press against it, it is weighty. You're not the best here, but you'd say this thing weighs like 500 pounds.
Yoga manages to stop it.
Nox, he didn't pick it up. He like rolled it towards Nox. He could
Like
start
Donkey
the
Kong.
yeah.
Like
Donkey Kong.
barrel.
Yeah.
Yogu extra meat for dinner tonight.
Okay, get out of the way, quick! Yoga can't hold this for very long.
Nox, would you like to investigate the barrel?
Yeah.
Before or after he set it down?
Roll me. Investigation is intelligence based, right?
Yep.
Roll an investigation check. You pass the DC, and it should now be in your inventory. In the magic items handout section. All right. Do you see it? Nox.
Did not.
Under the magic items drop down?
Yep.
Do you see it?
Is it under my name or just in general?
It's just
Magic
in the
items?
general. I can put it under your name, though. I should move it
Okay.
to your name.
So
Now it's under your name. Should be the first one.
okay.
Anyway, as Nox is investigating this, you see Nox open what appeared to be like a little panel on the side of it that you wouldn't even that none of you could tell was there, and start crawling in.
We crawl in after him? Can we fit in it?
Nox, would you like to say what it is?
Where are you going, Nox? What's inside?
I activate the levers and pulleys.
Straight up fucking Gundam.
As Nox activates the levers and pulleys,
My bird flies into it.
6 legs sprout from the side of the barrel. 2 large claws come out, and like these little eye stalks fold up as the barrel suddenly looks a lot like a crab.
Quick, kill it!
Speed it up. Can we roll for initiative?
You can roll for initiative to fight Nox.
The crab that ate Nox.
Yes.
Alright. Are we rolling initiative?
Oh, excuse me.
I mean,
Oh, fuck.
Stop what you all are doing.
we
Hang on. Let me grab your characters from another page so we can do this.
By the
stupid-
rules.
No. You're wasting. Are these the most updated tokens? I think so. Objects. That might not be the most recent Roger token. Roger, I don't know if you know this because it's the most subtle thing I could do to change your token. I don't think this one is, but I did change the color of your lower jaw, but you can barely tell because it's just a gray. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to roll initiative, go for it. But Nox, would you like to say anything as you see them sorting up?
Yeah, can I pull the lever 2?
Lever 2.
Forward window shutter opens,
You can.
and I wave that I am still alive.
A window shutter opens, and you see on the inside a little cockpit. It looks very similar to the heart-shaped box on the inside, but much tinier. Like only a little person could fit in there.
Look, he's waving. He's waving for help.
I think it's mounting him on the front like a trophy.
Perlin, Bungus, any input on the mecha crab?
Let me do.
It's
So-
not Bungus
Hop
either.
out of it to show that it's not eating
What,
me.
I want to. How do I like? So I know Nox build trap. So like, is it like an insight check that I would like know that this like or assume that Nox is?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check. That's fine. Yeah, you put together what nobody else seems to be putting together. That
Okay.
that is definitely just Nox inside of something.
This is gonna laugh at the armored crab, like a little chuckle.
Not gonna tell us what it is.
It's more of a laugh at the armored crab and your all's reaction to it. I could, yeah, guys, this is Nox contraption. Calm down.
This is no laughing matter, Bunkus.
He's been eating.
I tried. Try it.
He said, "Try it."
Let's do it.
Come on, try punching it. See what
Are we
see what
boss
happens.
battling Nox and the spider crab now?
I would love to.
Yeah, actually.
You ever have those moments where you're planning for a session and you're like, yeah, this will take like 20 minutes. Then you look down, it's like, oh, this is a fucking hour in.
Yes, I have.
20, 30 minutes.
Personally, I love that.
Quick.
In and out quick.
Okay, Nox. All right. Are we actually fighting?
Nox is going.
Oh, I just want one person to hit it.
1v1 me.
Calm
An
down.
armed strike.
1v1 me scrubs.
Okay, I do have a token for it. I don't think I have it uploaded yet. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the best token for it. So instead, we have whatever I'm going to pull out.
Alright, Damien, try punching it.
Punching it or chopping
You
it with
shoulda
my
used-
axe?
Punch it.
You should use the barrel guys.
Is it a raw D20?
There we go.
plus-
Oh my god.
Holy, it's
it
gargantuan.
is- no, it's large class, which is there.
Okay, that's more manageable.
Still a big ass crab.
Or is it 2x2?
Large is 2x2.
Yeah, it's large class. So
What's my melee to hit? Is that just a D20 plus strength?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Boy.
19.
Does not hit.
Oh,
my God. Just like that moment you hit something and it just vibrates on it.
Yeah, your sword just your whole body starts
My whole
shaking.
hand is a little numb.
I'll
Also
hop out and be like, how about that?
It's
Also,
pretty
Nox, I want to
impressive.
make sure you caught the thing I added to this for you. That specifically says your name in the text.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
So Damien can't hop in there and pilot the crab tank.
It seems like you would have to be. I guess dwarves are considered medium for some fucking reason, but like,
Ooh!
yeah.
Let's go!
No, you're
Really?
you're too big. You have to be
Oh.
small. Yeah.
Oh,
No, it says 2 medium or smaller creatures can crawl in.
2 medium or smaller creatures. It is only large though.
True.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
let's go!
If you didn't know, this is an official item. This is the apparatus of the crab.
Hmm.
Which, you know, it just seemed very fun. All right. Well. Good luck. Me.
Thanks, teacher. We'll bring back the head of the whale.
Yep, we're killing the god.
Please don't.
Yeah,
Please
but the
don't kill a
implants won't
god.
come.
You can mount it on your wall, like right there, and I just point at a random part of the wall. That would
Do
be
you know how much
great.
do you know how much a godhead would trade for in the
Listen,
apocalypse?
Listen here, Dungus. Do you realize how big that the fucking gods are?
Yeah, imagine
Oh,
it.
so you'll have to move out of this cave again, Master.
He's the size of a fucking city.
Build a city out of its head.
That sounds like a good idea for a post-campaign sequel, but unfortunately,
Whoa! Breaking the fourth wall. Let's go.
yet
It's still, they're doing pretty good out there, actually.
no,
No,
they're
the
not.
dwarves are partying, they're drinking.
I feel it in me bones, Noxie. I
That
ain't
could
going
just be
nowhere.
arthritis. Have you taken some pain pills recently?
Roll a persuasion check. On the
Can I
could be
help?
arthritis.
Can I
No,
help
you
him?
can't help him.
Yeah,
But I just,
Oh!
well, suppose it could be arthritis.
You
Maybe
should
I've been
go.
taking this a bit too seriously.
There's a dwarven doctor out there. We can bring him in. If you're too scared to go out.
No, there's the she demon. There's the Salka and the. He starts like hyperventilating for a second. He's like, "No,
You may also need a therapist.
it's just they locked me in a box, Noxie. They put me in a box.
The heart-shaped box?
Was it heart
The
shaped?
bastard silver tongue, the traitors. That's how you know they're coming when the traitors.
Oh, we killed Silvertongue.
You killed silver
All
tongue.
of them.
Fuck
Oh,
you,
yeah.
didn't you?
We did.
Oh,
Yes, we did kill Silvertongue.
you killed her. Fucking. He just looks broken for a second, like what?
Yeah, Roger has his jaw just kind of affixed to him.
What the fuck, Roger? I didn't notice because your little mutton chops are like your fat cat lips are dangling over it. But now I see it. Does that hurt? Jesus. Still probably didn't hurt as much as the one Hexbeard had.
Yeah, no, they're all dead. We killed them.
Oh. That's good, I suppose.
Yeah, but now what about your mind's going bankrupt? What happened there?
Your mind's going bankrupt, you little fucking. He's like reaching out at you.
No, he means mine, as in the mines.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, that was decades ago, years ago. It was a different lifetime. I was a small boy, and my puppy, he owned the mines, and then we used to ride around in the carts together. And then one day we didn't ride around in the carts together, and it just makes me sad.
You want to go ride carts again?
I would love to ride the mine carts with you, Noxie.
Let's go do some Minio Kart.
Are we role playing the minecart minigame?
Lean left.
I'm gonna throw this turtle shell I found.
There's probably turtles in the mines.
I
Nox
will
can
be
just
back.
ride in the crab. Right. After a day running around the mines, right after another day riding around in the mine carts and having a good time, Nox, roll an insight check.
All right. And also, did we long rest at any point in time? I'm still at 61 health from those chimeras.
You can long rest. He's gonna let you spend the night after the mines. But roll an insight check for me, spending time with him.
Damn.
He's acting different from how you remember. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something's a little just off about him. Seems a bit. He's always had kind of a little bit of an angry side, but he seems to be flipping emotions very frequently. But you really can't something's off about him.
Is he also a shapeshifter? Is this not truly the man I know?
Maybe. Anyway, if you guys don't mind the pink slime in the corner, I'm sure you can just fucking. Dude, I've got some beds. What the fuck is this behind here?
Out of character, if Nox feels like Hexbeard is off,
Von Baron, yeah.
Von Baron, sorry.
There you go.
If he feels like Von Baron's off and he communicated it to Yogu, Yogu might be able to prepare a spell that, while it might damage Von Baron, would reveal him if he were a shape changer.
Ooh,
I was going to say, once he walks out of the room, can we have a little powwow?
Yogu could do that, but Yogu would need to do a long
Which we're gonna do a long rest, I assume.
Yeah, you guys. He invited you to stay here.
We'll stay here, but you got to stay in the other room, Master.
Oh, I can stay in the other room. Yeah.
You're not a part of the crew. I'm sorry. It's the crew rule. We
Part of the
sleep
ship.
together.
Part of the crew. Part of the crew. I was part of the crew once. I was the first mate. I gave everybody the ships and
All right, Grandpa. Let's get you to
Yes.
bed.
Yes, Mr. Baron. Yogu thinks you should go to bed.
I changed your diapers, Yogu. How dare you?
No, you
Yoga,
didn't.
do you wear diapers?
No. Yogu shat where he pleased.
He lays down.
All right, guys. He's acting pretty fucking weird. Like weirder than usual. Like this is weird. But it's a level of weird I'm not used to.
Should we kill him?
I wouldn't go that far.
Yogu is pretty hungry.
All right, you can't eat dwarven meat. We got a dwarf in our party. Bones
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah.
Yogu apologizes, Bungus. But Yogu does have
Yogu
magic.
has his fingers crossed.
Yeah.
He's
Fungus
out-
has an unsettling feeling whenever he's with Yogu now.
Whenever Yogu is eating a piece of meat, Bungus now questions if it is dwarven.
Well, it's just them dwarves got them juicy thighs that, when cooked, could be
So
delicious.
meaty.
they do, not that Yogu would know that. But
Yeah, he's either extra crazy or he's not the man he's saying he is.
All right. If you do you guys want to set up a watch?
I'm gonna sleep in my crab.
You could sleep in the crab. Perlin, you only need 4 hours to get the full benefits from a long rest. If you want to set up a watch, you can, but
So wait, before we start this long rest, are we saying that he might not be what he appears to be?
Yes.
Okay.
He might be more than he appears to be, which is a crazy doomsday prepper.
Okay. Well, Yogu can prepare a spell that will. Hold on, I'm reading it right now. That would reveal if he is a shape changer.
all right.
For the most part.
Oh,
Is it? I hate to ask, but how does it know what danger looks like? Does it just make assumptions based on approaching individuals, or can it sense their intents?
Hey, his racist sword's pretty great. Sorry. He's not actually in the room. I just wanted to
Yoku does do that a lot.
Must keep us up at night must keep you up at night quite a bit. At least our ship has no rats. Or Mortys. Not wrong. Morty was a gnome, right?
He's dead.
Yoku doesn't even know, to be honest.
All right. You guys take your nap in a much... You're basically in a broom closet sleeping on top of each other. It's not the most comfortable position, but, you know, there's like a couch, there's a couple of barrels or something. You manage to get space for everybody to lay down. And you wake up the next morning. Von Baron's in the kitchen, just clamoring away at something. What do you want to do?
Okay, should Yogu do it now? While he's distracted?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get in position in case I need to jump him.
Alright.
What's for breakfast today? Oh, good.
Yogu, roll a
Wet mullet.
Yogu, roll a wisdom save
A wisdom save?
as you smell the bacon that he is cooking.
Ooh, it's pretty tempting. It's a 15.
You hold back against your lesser instincts.
A single tear rolls down Yoku's eyes as he resists the bacon. And he's going to cast...
Traditional dwarven breakfast, you know. Moonbeam!
Yeah. That is the spell we were talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, does polymorph do a similar thing?
It doesn't...
Ooh.
Does it not? Oh, it doesn't.
He's like holding the pan and like
I already
turning to...
put it down.
He is like holding the pan and like turning to Damien, and he's like, "Oh, it's made traditional dwarven breakfast."
Oh, don't mind if I do. I'm gonna grab a bacon.
And then fucking like he and the pan fly against the wall. He bangs his head on the way down. He falls over. The fucking makes this a disadvantage. I wish I had my fucking dice with me. I do have my dice with me. They're over there. Why are not they over here?
So he makes the save with disadvantage. If he fails, he reverts to his true form.
Are you aware if he fails or succeeds?
I guess that's up to you. Well, I mean, like, I guess I have to know if he fails. If you know, if he does if it does like the full damage and whether he's revealed or not.
Well, you could just roll for damage.
Yeah, roll for damage.
Okay. I guess it's just 2d10, so 12.
That looked like it hurt. And he hits the ground, and his form does not change, and he's just rubbing his head and confused as all hell.
Yogu, what are you doing? He changed your diapers.
This fucking lizard, I'm gonna strangle him, I'm gonna rip his fucking scales out of his...
Okay, Yogu cast moving. Or I guess it just stays.
This man offered us his dwarvish breakfast, and you're attacking him?
No, Yogu saw a fly. He was trying to kill it. It was right by your head.
I'll show you a fucking fly! You're gonna fly down your fucking throat!
Oh, look. We just wanted to be sure that you were who you said you were. You know how shape changers are like a common thing? We just wanted to be sure. Here, Yogu will make it better.
He's like holding you down to his level, like by the collar, just like staring angrily into your eyes and seething at you.
Here, don't worry. Yogu will make it better. Yogu's gonna cast Healing Word on him.
They say this one's Yogu. You ever do anything like that to me again, and you're going into the fucking pen next time, I swear to... When'd you get those tattoos? Huh? They look good on you.
Thank you. That's a long story. Yogu thinks they look good too.
Get off of me, you fucking scaly beast.
Okay.
With that, you are fairly certain that Von Baron is not a shape changer. Roger, roll.
Exchange. Sorry.
Roger, roll an insight with advantage at this point.
Oof.
You do notice a difference in his behavior. You do see where Nox was going with that thought. I don't know. Just...
Yeah, but he wasn't crazy like 3 years ago.
What did he see?
That, but was he this crazy?
He started reading that.
You know he wasn't.
Pro newspaper.
What you got here? Is that the Daily Mail?
FAUX News, yeah.
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 The elves are making our frogs gay, I believe, is one of the headlines.
The elves are making them bullywogs gay! Yeah. With everybody around kind of contemplating on it, you do get the sense that he's just kind of losing his mind to something that has happened to him before. Nox, you know that he was kidnapped. You don't know how long he was like kidnapped, how he escaped, whatever. And this kidnapping was a betrayal by somebody that he had trusted for a long time. So, you know, on edge, brain rattled.
Well, let's give him some of your good brew.
I don't want any of your fucking brew. I just want you. You can all get out now. This is you go fight your whale.
Well, thanks for the crab.
Oh, you go. Sorry, didn't mean to
I said thanks for the crab.
Oh, you're welcome, Noxie.
And the crab legs. I ate those too.
Crab
Hope you
legs.
weren't saving those.
Crab legs, Noxie.
They're in the freezer in the back.
Noxie. I was saving those.
There's still some. You got 50 years worth of crab in there. What the fuck?
Crab
You'll
goes
get
bad in
fat.
5, and you know that.
Bungus ate some too.
I was gonna eat it on my birthday.
There's still some left. We'll bake you a cake before we go.
No. Go. Shoo. Get. And he like has a broom and he's like shooing you out.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
If the world does end, we can come back down here.
Mm.
We'll bring booze. More supplies.
Crab legs.
Bring 60 years of booze and you got a deal. Slams the door on you.
Send them a letter. There's 60 years worth of booze that did not explode at Bungus's taken over bar.
That you are back into the mines. Nox, you have a crab. I will say, you can fit this into your bag of holding.
Can I? Thank God.
Not with everything else, though. Essentially, if you had another bag of holding, this would be
We
the
have two, don't we? Didn't we buy the one from the lady?
We have a bag of devouring, and I think you can make one.
Oh, that's the one I've got made.
Yeah.
Oh, then we've got two, yeah.
You can try the bag of devouring.
We did.
Oh, wait, yeah, you did get the... No? Oh, yeah, you got all 3 bags, I guess, because you have access to... Did you get all 3 bags? I should have checked this. I didn't realize that this would come up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that, Bungus. Yeah, so you guys are heading back to the ship?
Sick.
Yeah, we can head back.
The trek out of the mines,
Can't I give someone a spell refueling ring?
the trek out of the mines is not too difficult. You all feel like you mostly remember the way back. Takes the better half of a day to get all the way back up to the top. And you find yourself on the outskirts of Dogboldir again. Light trek through the city. As you're passing by the turn off to go down to the distillery district, you do see like blue candles of the town guard over in that area. And whatever the medieval to the 7th or 18th century equivalent of taped off is. You see that?
Oh, is there a at the
There.
where the bar used to be?
Yeah.
One second.
Bing, bing, boom.
Boom,
Bum,
boom,
bum,
boom.
bum, 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 bum. Any
Look
last
at
things you want to do in town? Any quick shop stops? Anything?
Could we make this a shopping episode? Does anybody
Please,
need
God,
anything?
no.
I know I've got some gold.
Good.
Ooh, can we? If we're hunting a whale, can we get some harpoon cannons for the ship?
This isn't quite a port town. There might be some specialty shops that have harpoons, but they're probably going to be wacky. Oh, look, your ride's here.
Wait, there was a harpoon guy back in Dogboldir. He's a lifelong harpoon guy.
There's a harpoon guy.
Can't believe
Alright.
you wouldn't let that. live out part of my backstory.
Is there a harpoon guy?
No, I just.
You got me for a second. All right. I'm going to take 5 minutes to pee and to make sure I've got all of the stuff I need for anything that's coming up prepared.
All right, we'll be back in 5 then.
Yeah, so you got 5 minutes.
I got 5 minutes to find a harpoonist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what the fuck? We could have found the harp.
Hello, hello.
Whoa.
Everyone else leave.
Yes.
Damn. I still got half a brewski left, so I'm sitting good.
Oh.
Von Baron was super fun to play. I loved that. That was great. Okay, let me
He
check.
sure was kooky.
Kooky character.
Okay. Thought I put a ship token. All right. There's one there. I have a little marker for where you guys currently are there. All right. It is Sprima 10. Let me know when everybody's back.
I'm
ready.
here. I'm also ready.
Damien is not ready.
All right. Everybody here? Except Coleman, maybe?
I don't think Jesse is.
Is Jesse here? He's blipping.
Alright. Oh.
Jesse, don't say anything if you're here.
Wow.
See, he's here. Alright, I guess we're just waiting for there he is.
Perfect.
Alright, Coleman? I do believe we've lost Coleman. Not Coleman!
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
the
here.
fire and the flames, Coleman.
No.
Present.
Alright,
Present.
you have all had... I'm frozen. God bless.
You are frozen.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not frozen anymore.
Awesome.
Be a ventriloquist. Okay.
I could be a ventriloquist. Yeah, I'm a good ventriloquist. Alright. Crawl out of the cavernous entrance to the city, waving goodbye to the giant dwarven statues out before, and the blistering winds, which I probably should have found like a mountaintop sound, but I don't have one, so we're going with desert winds again. But louder.
Louder.
That's how we'll make it. We'll make the desert sound like a mountain, a blistery mountaintop. As you get to the mountaintops again, you use your little communication device and like hold out your signal. There's a whiteout from like a near blizzard coming through, but out of the fog in the distance, you do see the lights of the heart-shaped box, and hear the whirling of the fan blades attached to it as it and lands on the ground. The side opens, allowing for you all to walk in. Captain, you make your commands and...
I get the ship started, I guess. Yes, Captain.
Captain?
Oh, Captain.
I
Mr.
mean,
Cap.
Now's your
Mr.
chance,
Captain.
Damien. Wear the hat.
I take the hat.
do we need guidance from the captain?
Well, we just boarded the ship. Are you gonna give orders?
I can drive us. I just need to know where, sir.
Well, what's the date? Sorry, I
There you
see
go.
Captain thinking about it. I remember that we are hunting a
You
whale,
know,
and we need to figure out which side of the planet it is.
Me and
It
Yogi were thinking McDonald's drive-through, though.
Sprima.
True, I will
10.
think better if I can get food in my belly.
We can go through the drive-through while I figure out where we have to go.
I'll pull the directions out while we're in line.
The McDonald's sky through. All right,
Should
let's.
we order ahead?
All
I
right.
don't know.
I
I
think
haven't
if you-
downloaded the app.
Yoku thinks if you get the app, you can.
You get free food if you do it. Or-
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Right.
gonna get all your information.
It's a small price to
You're
pay.
the product.
All right. Well,
So it's
Sprima 10th.
okay. So when it's like, oh god, where's the? Do we have the?
It should be in books. In the handouts.
The living. Huh? Rima. Okay, so we need to be heading straight north? No, northeast a bit. Like, what is that? Like 20 degrees north-ish?
What'd you say the date is?
Rima.
12th, I think.
10th, but yeah.
So it's like in this area.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
What's the plan?
We could, I think we should set up here, because that's where it seems to go through and around that
Yeah,
island.
maybe we can catch it in that channel.
Yeah.
Well, it's flying, right?
Yes.
Who's our navigator? I just point at that on the map. I'm like, take me there.
I assume Nox is the navigator.
Nox is the
Yeah.
pilot.
Unless someone else wants to try, good luck to you.
Could you get us there?
I can. I'm whipping up my dice right now.
Right. I will need Nox as you GPS it, I suppose. Global position submarine. You get the sense that so you can see like names of locations on the map. Where specifically are you kind of headed to? You're headed into the ocean? Are you headed to like Uznella?
Are we this white dot?
You are the white dot, yeah.
We need to go to the red dot.
We need to
Red
go.
circle. All right.
Alright.
How long would it take us to get there if we went?
Can we go around Arthuria?
You know, you are flying.
Yeah, couldn't we just go over the
Oh.
top?
Yeah, you can do
Cut straight through Kingdom of
a
Erdal.
straight shot.
They have anti-aircraft.
Maybe we stick along.
Stick along the mountain range.
Who would
Yeah.
have the most familiarity with Udroth? Bungus and Yogu, you two can make a history checks.
Yogu will do that. 14.
Also, Nox, can you draw me a line on the path that you want to take? You can take any path. Certain regions will be harder to travel even in the sky. So you want to go right along the mountaintops.
Most likely, if we cannot just cut straight through her.
Right. Yogu. You look at the map and you know the region of Udroth that cuts through. That wasn't Udroth very long ago.
No, it was not.
That's the Squama Desert,
That it is.
the homeland of the lizard folk. And you know that big lake at the base is the homeland of is a like forest or a blah blah blah, like a jungly oasis in the middle of a desert that is the natural homeland of the Yen folk.
It is. Yogu remembers well.
With the 14, you know that that's your old homeland that is now occupied by Udroth, and that it is an empty desert.
I got a 7.
With a 17, Bungus, you seeing the other path that is through the Akogan Mountains, your old stomping ground, you're fairly familiar with it. But the mountains do get pretty high, and you're not entirely sure how high this ship can fly. So,
Where's Vandalia?
Vandalia is the continent that you're currently on.
Oh, okay. So I know some of this continent.
Yeah, if you scroll down. Oh, yeah, you also know, Nox. You can roll a history check. My bad.
Yeah, I'm from Ikogan.
Yeah, you're from the Akoga
Yeah.
Mountain. I keep
Yeah,
forgetting
represent.
the backstory. I have it in my notes. I literally have stuff.
Ooh.
Nox with a 22.
I know the mountains.
You do know the mountains, but you also know that especially the middle of it is a very like windy, tumultuous region, and
Fucking windy.
it's very fucking windy and might be hard for your aircraft to get through. You also see traveling through the desert that you don't know too much about Udroth specifically, but you know that you were worried about anti-aircraft things. If there were anti-aircraft things, if you're going through a desert, they're going to see you.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So the two paths that you have drawn, the mountains are going to be harder to navigate. The desert may be easier to navigate by a long shot, but
More dangerous.
if Udroth happens to have anything that can shoot as high as you can fly, yeah, you might be under fire.
Say we do it and torpedo them if they do.
We gotta save the torpedoes for the whale.
Well, I assume Nox can just make more torpedoes.
I mean, if we have the materials and the time.
Could you make special torpedoes with like harpoons in there? Maybe they're like, it's like it just has a spread to it. Like it shoots out of the torpedo thing, and then it shoots a bunch of harpoons out at various angles.
I just made a lightning harpoon.
That would be pretty cool too.
Did you eat some of the magic mushrooms again, Damien?
Well, I have been eating dwarvish cuisine, and it's probably food poisoning.
Yeah,
Or alcohol poisoning.
cool. As you look around in your planning room, your crew is a lot thinner than it was before. Including the 6 of you, there are 8 members left. Vorhaus, Kymil, Gunny, Gnometon, and 4 who you have yet to name.
Do we need more than that?
No, I'm just letting you know that there's.
Maybe we should hide.
Could we
No,
get
with
by
the
with
ship,
fewer?
we can take
I'm
revenge
not
on
saying
the
that you.
dwarves.
I was trying to make this more of a moment of like, seeing
Oh,
how far you've come, how many died, whatever.
We've lost a lot of lives. Some of us may have killed some of those lives, but new crew members. I will make sure you do not perish the same way, for I have learned new spells.
Some of us have literally been here longer than you, man.
Ah, the unnamed ones. You tell me
Oh, the
y'all don't have
unnamed
names?
ones. If they don't have names, they definitely haven't been around as long.
Okay, that's who I was talking to.
Can I roll
The 4
insight
new ones.
to see if I can get Kymil to kill himself if I tell him his sister died?
Oh my
Jump off the
oh my god.
That is
well, DM.
Damien,
the most fucked up thing that has been said here. Roll insight.
Sure, I've said worse.
Oh no.
I feel like you've never said anything.
Okay.
I feel like you have never said anything filled with quite so much personal hatred.
But
Like everything
so
else
much
you've said.
chaotic evil.
Kymil has crossed me time and time again.
Kamel's got a mark on his back. He better watch out.
With a 3, how
Your
would
sister's
Damien
alive and
feel?
well.
How would Damien feel knowing that Damien's own sister died? That's how you think Kaimo would feel. Is how you think Damien would feel.
Did Damien's own sister die?
Did Damien have a sister? You didn't put it in your backstory.
Well,
Could
you
have.
mentioned. Did you say considering Damien's sister has died, or
No, I said
if she had?
imagine if Damien's sister.
Got it. I was not understanding that. Okay.
Damien
I'm
had a
good.
sister, Damian Boneheart.
If Damien dies.
She's the Avatar and also a Jinchuriki.
Yeah, she's a very Mary Sue character. I'm gonna wait until we're in the middle of combat and drop that bomb on.
Okay. Okay. No concern for these NPCs.
I'm concerned for Borehouse and I'm concerned for Polnareff. I don't care for Kaimel.
Polnareff's been dead.
Yes, and Damien was hurt. Why do you think he's only gotten worse?
All right. Roll navigation check. Roll 4 navigation checks for me. It's just nature, Nox. As you guys have decided to trek through the desert. You had to roll in that one.
The ship crashes in the desert.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna have another 6 months on this campaign. That's cool. No,
Oh, sorry.
the ship does not crash in the desert.
So if we go to Ecogon, I can get him to repair it for us.
The ship does not crash in the desert.
What does the 1 do?
Way off.
As you are flying through, navigating isn't hard at all. The skies are clear, the sun is hot. You're pushing the rudimentary air conditioning system of this thing to its limit, I guess you'd be heating up, it's still up this high in the sky. You're running through, and you hear an unmistakable bellow rumbling through the ship. Nox, I would like you to make Nox, Yogu, just Nox and Yogu. Insight or history.
Doesn't matter where anybody.
I'll do insight.
Yogu, you recognize that bellow.
Yogu recognizes that bellow.
You've been in these deserts before. A humble trader, a traveler, looking for a home after yours was destroyed. And you've heard that bellow before. That is... That's a brown dragon.
Is that
Yogu was
related
heard.
to like a brown note? Is that the bellow?
Vandalia, especially the western half of the continent, is known as the land of dragons. It is partially the reason the Udrothian kingdom exists there, the Dragonborns, who do not follow the lore of official D&D at all. Essentially worship the dragons. But there is definitely a brown dragon tailing your ship.
Yogu has some bad news, everyone. There's a dragon of the brown variety following us.
Oh, one of them shit dragons. Fucking
Yes.
hell.
The poo dragons.
They say enough breath can cause you to shit yourself.
Yes. Yoku knows very well.
The brown dragons are the sand dragons, to be clear.
We don't like the sand dragons.
Does Yoku know if they're very aggressive? Like it's following us? Is it intending to attack?
With a nat 1 on a navigation check, you flew a little too low, and it seems like this thing thinks you're perhaps an enemy dragon in its territory.
Well, maybe it's trying to mate with our shit.
That's the brown dragon's roar. Did you hear it?
Alright, I get on the loudspeaker. And I draconic roar back.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Alright, let me grab my my dice box. That was the
No,
one thing I
see,
fucking...
in draconic, I'm saying, hey, we're not a dragon. Fuck off.
Okay, I gotta go pick up Megan real quick. Like,
No
do I have to roll anything?
You might. But
Sorry.
we'll figure it out.
Okay, sorry.
10
Alright.
feet of our ship, right? Does my loudspeaker boost that to 100 feet?
You have a loudspeaker. So you roar out that you're not a threat.
Yes. In draconic. Speak it.
You hear in
The tongue of my
draconic.
people.
You hear in draconic roar back at you. These skies belong to me. Uh, you guys have a character sheet for the heart-shaped box, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Captain or anybody that wants to keep track of the heart-shaped box, you want to roll me a fucking...
Initiative.
We'll do it. Roll initiative.
Right.
For just the box or everybody?
Hang on. Let me clear you guys off. Alright. Roll initiative. Alright, take your tokens, roll initiative. You're in the heart-shaped box.
Alright, can I windwall it?
Windval?
Yeah, does windwall stop the dragon?
Carlin,
Oh,
you
a wall of
progressed.
force would be fucking funny.
Just smacks face first into it.
Fuck me, of course.
You might be able to windwall it.
Could we do
Might
the
not.
Has to
wall
wind
of
firewall.
fire? Yeah, the firewall wind.
Oh my god, someone just get shot?
I think somebody got shot. Alright. Is everybody in? Carlin, Knox, Damien.
Oh,
Where did Jesse go?
where has Jesse gone? Oh, he's on the ground.
Oh,
Jesse!
Are you okay, Jesse?
Probably doing stretches for his back.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll get you.
Ooh.
All right.
Hey,
Have
do you
you
just
rolled-
have a tight muscle? Or does your back hurt? You might want to massage it out.
One of the massage guns.
All right. Bungus.
Fair.
Bungus is in his bunk. Just catching some mad Z's, yo. So Bungus is not gonna be
Turbulence.
in this combat. All right. We're gonna whisper all the dragon rolls. All right. I would like for whoever is currently wants to if make the heart-shaped box, make a dexterity save.
I feel like that would be Nox's thing, but
It would either be Nox or Perlin.
Dexterity save for what?
I got you.
You already Nox got it.
Okay.
Don't worry, Captain. We'll keep your pretty little hands clean. This is a dirty wheel.
Thank goodness.
All right. The heart-shaped box is going to take half of that. So,
And it's considered a construct, so it would take another half.
does this do extra
Not a
damage?
construct, structure.
Yeah. Wait, does he? Does this one have it? Let me get some fucking "We're fighting a goddamn dragon" music. I've got to have some "We're fighting a goddamn dragon" music. Is this one it? No. Come on, come on, come on. Sorry. All right. No, he doesn't have that specific ability, so no, it only takes half on the successful save.
Cool.
All right. That is his turn. Whoever is up is up.
Should be Damien then.
Damien, you're up.
Damien is okay. Where's the dragon in relation to the ship?
The dragon is
Nice.
seeing behind you. Seeing behind you, you see the dragon is probably about 1,000 feet back.
Okay. Are these torpedo cannons?
You do have torpedo cannons.
Are these them though?
Where you're standing?
No, where I'm pinging.
Where are you pinging?
Are you on the player layer?
Yes, there are torpedo cannons back there.
Yeah, I'd like to man a torpedo cannon on the butt of the ship.
All right. You
I
have to
believe
run to the
is
back of the ship.
stern.
You would have to physically run to the back of the ship to man them.
Yes, and I do that physically.
You have a token, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. Are these the stairs or are these the stairs?
So there's a staircase that goes up there, and there's a staircase that goes straight through. And there's two staircases on the side that go down. So you would go there if you're trying to get to the back. That's 15 feet.
Okay.
Right. And then
I will use my action to get. Wait, did you say they're at the back of this part of the ship? Or
Yeah,
do you
I
mean
said
on the top?
they're on this floor. Like, this is a generator, and then next to the generator, there's a like 2 torpedo cannons back there.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my action to to get there to get to one of them.
All
I
right.
presume this one.
All right. That's your turn.
Mhm.
Perlin, you're up.
So did Damien make it all the way there?
You're not sure.
Okay. Is there more than one torpedo cannon, or is that it?
There are 2 torpedo cannons back there, but you are the captain.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
You also have had a long rest, so you're at full health, full spell slots, and everything. You do know that Bungus is actually going to be back here in this bunk. The crew's kind of busting out, doing stuff. You do know that there's a hatch and like a little area you can stand on at the top of the ship if you wanted to like go out and cast long range spells at this thing, too.
Yeah. You said it's 1,000 feet away?
It's about 1,000 feet away, but it is moving quick.
Yeah. Where's the hatch?
You would have to go up the stairs here, and then you would get up in here, and then you would be here.
Okay. I can do that with how much movement would I need for that, basically?
Gonna say that's 20. You could get here. You can't get to the other one. But you could dash to make it to the top.
Would that use an action?
That would be your action.
Nah, I don't want to do that because if I can't even do a spell once I'm up there,
Alright.
I'd rather just get up there next turn. I can cast something else, though. How about... Oh, man. Everything requires concentration. I'll just do Stone Skin.
Alright. You stone skin yourself. Roger. Alright. You were a little closer. Yeah, and you also have a climbing speed, so you can make it to the top. Alright. You are right there. As you pull out, you see this, like, twisty, scaly worm in the distance. Like, kind of like doing a dolphin-y motion through the sky. Yep. That's its max range? Yeah, you get the sense it's a little out of that range. But you could, like, ready an arrow if it gets within range. Physics! It's not gonna over triple. It's not gonna over triple. But yeah. Yeah, no, you've got essentially, I'll say, as a free interaction, there's like harnesses or something that you've placed up there for this exact purpose. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. You have 2 shots at the ready. Yogu, you're up.
Yoga would also like to kind of climb up to the top section of the ship.
Right.
And how far away was the dragon again?
You're the closest, so 1,000 feet back.
Sure, that's pretty far. Okay.
Also, Yogu, have you checked your fancy schmancy upgrade? Now that 5 out of 6 of you have a fancy schmancy upgrade.
My fancy schmancy upgrade.
Yeah.
The gizzard
Yeah,
lizard.
your King Gizzard.
Yes.
Yes,
I am aware of
has,
that.
Well, no, he has been leveling up with you.
Oh, he has.
A couple of you get extra powers at certain levels, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, I did not know that actually. Oh shit, sick. Okay, that might come in handy. I will probably be utilizing.
No, I'm not.
Gizzard.
I'm not saying that you should utilize it. I'm just letting you know that it.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No. My plan was actually to use that form, but I also want to combine it with something else, but I can't until the dragon is closer.
Okay.
So I'd like to. Yoga would like to hold his action for casting a spell.
All right.
He wants to wait until the monster or the dragon is closer.
All right.
And he'll kind of stand beside Roger, kind of back him up a bit and hold his ground.
Do I have to still drive the ship?
You have influence over the ship. You could you also have some automation on some of the torpedoes. From where you're at, you'd be down here.
Is it close enough to fire one of the automated torpedoes?
You could give it a shot. I think, what did I say the range on the torpedoes is? The fuck is a torpedo?
3,000 feet, or however far the dragon is.
I think Dragon's 1k away, right?
It is 1k away. The max range on your standard torpedo is 725. Your ice torpedoes have the same range, and your I'll say the incendiary and ice torpedoes have slightly reduced ranges.
Alright, should I slow the ship down or should I speed up? Or stay the same speed?
Does it seem like the dragon will catch us if we keep a constant speed?
It does seem like the dragon is gaining on you. You could increase speed. You have a limited amount of fuel, and increasing speed might make you have to land somewhere to find a way to put more juice in it. Throwing all kinds of new variables out. Great.
Right.
It's got to be a consequence for speeding up and slowing down, I guess.
I agree.
The consequence for slowing down is us getting ate by the dragon.
Yeah, and the consequence for you speeding up is less fuel, which I just made up. So,
Alright. So what if I slow down and shoot the torpedoes at the dragon?
you can reduce speed and shoot torpedoes. If you
How
reduce
fast can it move
speed,
is the question.
now I have to do like head math. So he's moving at a good speed. If you're also moving at a good speed. If you reduce speed by half, you will get him in the range of the longest torpedoes within your action.
But then will he catch up to us next turn?
You get the sense that he would probably catch up to you within 2 rounds, like be on top of you if you reduce speed by half. But it would take him about 4 rounds to catch you. Should you keep a constant speed.
Alright, is there an intercom on the ship? Can I ask the party what
Yeah,
they
there is
say?
an intercom. You guys have
Alright.
free range to talk to each other.
Alright, boys. I can shoot torpedoes at it from here, but we'll need to slow down. Or we can keep going. And it'll eventually catch up. What is the plan?
It's ass.
Is it 2 ways? Can we talk back?
Yeah, you all have little
Walkie-talkies.
Little communicators.
Yeah. spies murmurs.
Out and over.
I kind of assumed it was like those little ship tubes that you can open up like the little hole and talk into it.
Essentially,
That's
yeah.
it, yeah.
Each region of the ship has something, yeah. What's the plan?
So wait, why? What's the downside to firing torpedoes?
We get closer to it.
We'd have to slow down.
It gets closer and it might do a lot of damage.
And we use a finite resource.
Is it gaining on us already?
Yes.
It is faster than the current speed of the ship. but you do know that there is a top speed for the ship that you think you might be able to outrun it. But then you'd have to refuel in somewhere in Udroth.
Do we know how
take?
How strong is Yogu familiar with how strong these brown dragons?
Roll
are?
a insight history
Question is, can we hurt it enough?
on your
to get it
turn.
off
Never
our
mind.
tail?
Fuck! Can I save that?
I'll just tell you. Yogu, you get the sense it's like a on a
Like, do I feel like
scale,
we could reasonably fight it without it doing severe damage to our
You get
ship?
the sense it's like a 23. You know?
A 23?
Yeah.
We could
Out
take
of
it.
what?
Just out of
Out of 20.
Out of
Just
10?
out.
Out of 20.
It's like a Richter scale. It's like
yeah.
a 23 is better than a 22, but
Yeah,
there's no maximum in theory.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Alright.
Yogu
Wait, I got
deduces
something
that
for
this is a 23. We should be
my
cautious.
compass, my monster compass.
As powerful as the magnitude 23 earthquake.
It is your turn. You
Let's pull out
see
my
on your
monster
monster
compass.
compass there is a fucking like deep red. That
Ooh.
Nox, that's the deepest you've ever seen it. This thing is. You get the sense this is a fucking beast.
All right, fuck the gas. We're going.
You
Full
do
speed ahead.
think you can take it if you fought it.
I think we could take it if
You
we
think
fight it.
all of you together could probably take it,
So
but it is not going to be a costless battle.
I want to clarify some numbers real quick. So are we still 1,000 feet from it, or is it closer?
It's if Nox reduces speed, it'll be within 750 feet.
So
If
right now
Nox,
it's still 1,000, right?
it's still 1,000.
Do we think Kylo might die if we fight it?
Just him. He's the only loss.
Do we know how quickly it's gaining on us?
In 4 turns, it'll catch up.
Yeah.
Or
If
4
we
rounds.
keep the same speed, right?
If you keep the same speed, it'll catch you in 4 rounds.
But if we put the pedal
Ooh,
to
if
the
we slow
metal,
down.
then we outrun it.
Yeah.
What if we drop some weight like Kylo?
We use him as fuel.
We throw him into the
Throw him
furnace.
into the steamer.
What if
And if we slow down and then we want to speed back up, we're starting from like a lower speed, so it might be harder to get away from it if we're hitting the brakes.
But if our torpedoes hit and do damage, will
Well,
it run away?
It sounds
Or
like if we
fight?
wait one more turn, it's going to get within range anyway.
could we do the car chase movie thing where we like slam on the brakes and it speed past us and we like go the other direction?
I had this. I literally had this encounter planned for if they go through the desert on a nat 1, a fucking dragon starts tailing them.
Damn.
We need to like pull it.
Like that is in my notes of like I was like, oh, they go through the desert, they go through the mountains, they go like try to veer around in the ocean or something. Whatever. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna have to do a dragon fight, right?
Incorrect.
Yeah. We're
I guess we'll just go regular speed for
Well,
1 round.
I mean, I can get Quentin to clarify. Are we respecting physics here with like if we're starting from a lower speed, it makes it take longer to get up to max speed, or does that not matter?
how magic is the magic shit?
It is magic, but what you said makes sense. I probably wouldn't have thought about it if you didn't say it, but you spoke it into existence, so.
I'm trying really hard to visualize it. And I imagine
Right.
if we slam on the brakes and then we're like, oh shit, let's speed up, then it's
Yeah.
going to be like, this baby can't take it.
So
Yeah.
my concern is we fight
We
the
don't got a lot of
dragon.
horses.
Like we could fight the dragon. Gwen said we could potentially win, but what if it like damages the heart-shaped box?
Yeah, we can't fly anymore.
Yeah, we
And
can't
now
fly
you're in the
it.
middle of the desert.
Yeah. Should we
It-
just try and outrun it?
We could, do we know when we're in its range, when it can hit us?
You
It can hit us now.
From
it,
1,000 feet back.
it has a 1,000-foot breath weapon.
It has a sniper shot.
The one that makes you shit yourself?
The brown note.
It does have the brown note as a breath weapon.
God. Full speed ahead.
Alright, shoot. I thought I was taking the cautious path, but there really is no cautious path, because if we go pedal to the metal, there's a chance we run out of fuel as well, right?
Right, the chance you run out of fuel. So I I will give a refueling thing, so you don't have to like buy a resource or anything. It's mostly just the magical inclined of you. So you and Nox, and maybe Yogu would have to spend like 3 hours dumping conjuring magical energy into the engine.
Oh, so we wouldn't have to like
actually,
find.
You wouldn't have to find resources, but you would have to be parked for, and then I'm gonna say essentially you would have to be parked in Udrothian territory for an entire day.
Who's
Oh,
controlling like the throttle right now?
I am.
Oh, you got both. Okay.
I'm in the navigation seat.
I thought you were in the torpedo room.
I've got auto torpedoes that I can shoot
Nice.
from here. A couple.
So are we trying to outrun it, or are we gonna fight
I
it?
feel like we should outrun it. I can probably fight.
I
I don't think it's going to one-shot us. So yeah, maybe we wait one turn, let it get it within range.
You did see how much damage it did on a miss.
How much armor or how much health does the ship have?
it had 79. We have 700 health.
It did 40, right? Or
Yeah, but
39.
that's so like
I mean, that's
that,
13d10. That's a lot.
that doesn't scale down when it hits a person, is what I'm saying.
Maybe we should run.
So I probably shouldn't go above deck.
I honestly shouldn't be above deck either.
I'm hearing on the intercom that it like blew a giant hole in our ship, and I'm like, I don't think Stone Skin's going to save me actually.
Well, Yogu's vote is to try and run. Yogu knows when the larger predator is more powerful.
Do we know like what the how powerful our torpedoes are?
Ice torpedo does 4d10 plus 6. Incendiary is 7d10 plus 10.
Wow.
And then standard is 2d10 plus 4.
Do we have to buy new torpedoes if we use this?
I assume
You
so.
can manufacture them, but you have to buy material to manufacture them.
Okay. Do you know how much it costs to buy one already manufactured?
They don't exist essentially.
Oh, okay.
This is a proprietary machine.
And we have
We
one
might have-
ensign torpedo, 2 ice, and 4 standards.
We might
We
have to save that for the whale fight.
Develop these. That's pretty sick, actually.
This is a really interesting scenario we've run into, isn't it?
Well, okay. Considering that this is like a bonus enemy, I don't want to use up that scarce of a resource on it, actually. So I am more in favor now of trying to get away.
Well, I think we have plenty of money to that we can buy the resources. We probably need more torpedoes anyways for...
All those resources are readily available for purchase, is that right?
The resources are potentially available for purchase, but I would like to remind you of the territorial flags of the regions you're crossing.
So what if I make a beeline towards Icano? We run away, refuel, resupply at the Dwarven fortresses.
And then we come back and fight the dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in favor of trying to run away. I mean, basically, either we're going to be able to get away from it or we won't.
Oh my
And-
god, I put you on the wrong ship.
If it catches up to us, we're going to fire torpedoes anyway, and if neither of those work, I think we're just screwed no matter what. So,
All right. What about Roger? Does he have anything to say?
You're muted. Oh,
You're muted.
probably really windy up there.
Yeah.
Pretty windy.
Roger,
I,
as you feel the deepest vibration of your sword that you've ever fucking felt. Just it's like your legs like fucking like doing the thing where you're like bouncing on the top deck. Yeah. All right.
I say we full speed ahead it.
All right. Full speed ahead.
All right. Team, good job doing a 6-second pros and cons.
Doing a 6-second pros and cons.
that very
I
quickly.
think this is a really interesting query. Do we fight the dragon or do we run?
Or
There's a lot of strategic discussion there.
or do we initial
that
D
was
it around
actually-
this next turn and lose it in the bend?
Do a barrel roll.
Ooh, can we go to the ravine and
Fucking pod racing.
Okay,
Star
okay.
Wars.
See, okay. So, you want me to paint a scene in the distance? You are in the center of the desert. There are a couple of rocky steps, all around you. You're pretty high in the air. You're probably 4,000 feet above it. This thing probably capping out about 5,000 feet in the air.
All right, now can I cast Wind Wall on a torpedo I shoot out and have a wall of wind behind us?
Does the wall? Does it matter how far you are from the wall once you cast it?
Let me check.
also like to raise the question: does this thing have an anchor that we could use to slingshot ourselves?
Oh my
It does
god.
have an anchor. It would definitely have an anchor.
The range is only 120 feet, so I couldn't Wind Wall. Never mind. Oh, I just closed my character sheet.
I'm kind of in favor of the slingshot. Drop anchor and face it head on.
Well, ram it head on?
We fighting the
slingshot
dragon?
backwards?
Either that or we slingshot and it's too tight of a turn for it to make. And we
And it rams into the wall or something.
yeah.
So just deja vu the boat. I throw it into second gear, slam on the brake.
But
Throw it
ultimately
in.
up to the captain.
We fighting the dragon? Optional boss here.
I think it's up to the Captain Knox at this point.
I'm fine with
Yoga-
whatever.
Yogo's made his stance clear. He
I'm
would
safe
prefer
in
to
my
run.
cabin.
What did you say, Knox?
I said I'm safe in my cabin.
You think?
I think. I'm safe in my crab.
You've got the cabin and you've got that fucking crab just ready, all right, Polly. By the way, do I have
Do
your
it.
Poly token out there? I need to put your Poly token out there.
He is sometimes, and sometimes he's not.
Yeah. You got to remind me if you want to use Poly.
Another sidebar: do the submarine little shuttles fly as well, or do they only swim?
The shuttle does not fly.
Okay.
I broke my roll 20. Why can't I move my character? I can only move my health bar.
Mine actually broke too. I had to refresh.
Weird.
Grab your
I'm fine with running away. But if we think we can fight him with 4 torpedoes we have...
I was initially
You guys
in
officially
favor of-
have a limited amount of time. You've got 2 minutes.
Yogo's
Go.
stance is to
Timer
run.
2 minutes.
But he'll do whatever. I mean, his stance is to run, but
I-
if everyone wants to fight, he's fine with that.
I initially wanted to fight, but the only thing that's making me think maybe we should try to run first is the fact that the torpedoes are not an unlimited resource, that we would have to take on some additional effort to replace them.
Now that Oldcaster is gone, essentially, you know that it's going to be a lot harder for you to stop and shop places.
Yeah, I mean, and we're also planning on using them immediately, so
Yeah.
it would present a new roadblock for us if we had to try to get new torpedoes. So,
Pedal to the metal.
yep, I'd say let's try to get away first.
Full speed ahead.
Knox, you floor it. Deciding that this is not worth your fucking time, you floor it. Essentially taking the dash action with the ship, you gain about 250 feet on the dragon.
And Roger and Yogu fall off the...
Roger and Yogu are both strapped in. They've got harnesses strapping them in.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Right.
I was supposed to say that.
Yogu,
You see Yogo flying off.
Yogu, Make
Yeah.
a strength save.
Oh,
Does he have his sea legs?
do I have my air legs? That's not great.
Sea legs count. You have advantage. You've got sea legs.
Okay. Strength save. Natural 20. I didn't realize we had to like clip it.
The ship just like starts fucking darting forward. Roger, you get tossed, you get jostled forward a little bit, but your harness catches you, no problem. And you see Yogu just fucking stoically standing there, staring out into the distance with his blank stare. He does the thing that lizards do where they blink one eye at a time. Echo, stop. Alright. This guy is just trying to catch up on you. You see as like this big breath of like exhaled sand dissipates just before it hits your ship. Damien, I guess you guys all go at once. Essentially, just your when are you giving him a round? It's going to take you about 4 rounds to get away.
Four rounds to get away.
Yep.
Yeah, same. It's way out of the range of my spells. I'll just hold position.
Okay. All right then. If nobody's got any fun stuff they want to try,
I also can't cast any spells.
yeah.
Our fuel is what? Just like magic?
Yeah, so you guys are basically going to have to park and like refuel for a day. It's not going to cost you any material. It's just like you guys are, summoning magic energy into it.
Christmas spirit.
Yeah, essentially. But you do have to be on the ground for a day. If you were underwater, you could just stop, but you can't just stop in the air.
I've seen Elf. I know.
Naturally.
Thus, this hasn't really come up before. Yeah, so
I want to light speed ram into the dragon.
it takes about
Boo.
it takes about Bungus, you wake up, fucking every siren in the ship is going off. All you hear like the captain shouting like fire torpedoes, and then Damien responding, "We're not firing the fucking torpedoes. He's out of the range." Nox is like, "Speed up, slow down!" Everywhere. Any response? You're just tucked away in your bed right now.
I'll get up and yes.
As you get up and gather what's happening, just from the screams you hear, you have gathered that there is a brown dragon chasing the ship. But fortunately for you guys, you are slowly losing it. And about 2 hours of flying, you see, or not quite 2 hours, about like 30 minutes later, you see it like flip around and seems to have given up on this chase, or maybe it's gotten to the edge of its territory or something. You
Dang. Miss all of them.
That's right, run away, bitch.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna move over to the geo map to show where you are. You are about right here in the center of the desert, so that you get a really good sense for where that is. And I will copy and paste that on the other map where your line is.
Make a beeline to the right and go to the Dwarven cities. Destroy them with this dragon breath.
What?
Take back
Kill
my
the
homeland.
dwarves.
My map is like not working. I'm trying to zoom out and
It's probably just fuzzy, right?
it's like just super zoomed in on the ship, and when I zoom out, it acts like it's zooming out, but it's actually still I can barely see anything.
I had to refresh earlier. For
Yeah,
start working again.
Yeah, we've been bouncing screens, so it helps to refresh because Roll20 is programmed terribly.
Damn straight.
It like caches every screen that you open.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was still stuck on the ship. Cool.
Right. You guys are about in the middle of the desert.
Is that
Uh,
where the white
Yeah, where your white token is.
marker thing is? Cool.
As you push forward, Nox, what is the equivalent of a fuel gauge? You see it getting low. The lights start going into emergency mode where they're all super dim and red. But there is no dragon chasing you anymore.
Always got to make an emergency landing.
Right. Roll a Tinker Tools or Tinker Tools check for piloting proficiency. That seems appropriate. Any Tinker Tools proficiency you have adds to your piloting check.
I don't have tinkering tools. I got thieves' tools and woodcarver's tools.
Thieves' tools are close enough.
Don't know how to add that to my check.
Just Dex plus proficiency. Yes. You're proficient in piloting, so Dex plus proficiency plus any modifiers.
Roll.
The 19, you managed to pull the heart-shaped box down into the sand and make a pretty soft landing. But that all of the juice of the machine is gone. You're sitting in the middle of the desert. You don't see anything around for miles.
This work? There we go.
And you know for the next 24 hours, you've got to sit here and wait for the ship to recharge as you pour magic into it.
I'll go first. Since I'm already here.
Do we have enough like water and food on the ship the last 24 hours? I assume we do.
You do have you've got plenty of water and food on the ship. Water and food aren't a concern. The concern is, you are in Udrathian territory. You are in lands that are potentially patrolled by Dragonborn. And you're also in the middle of a desert. The last time you were in a desert, you guys saw a giant sandfish that ravaged, swam through the sands and could probably have eaten your ship if it wanted to.
Noted. Yoga would like to keep watch. He'd like to, I guess as Nox is starting to recharge the engines, Yoga would like to wild shape into a bird of some kind with really good perception. Hold on.
Right.
Assume like an eagle.
Right.
Or the lizard equivalent of an eagle.
You turn into some pterosaur.
Yeah. And he wants to take to the skies and just kind of circle around and keep an eye on the surroundings. Make sure nothing sneaks up on us. Or
Roll a
nothing's approaching.
perception. Or, perception, that's the best. Just looking around.
I'll use Giant Eagle for the stats, if that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, so they have Keen Sight, which gives them advantage on Wisdom perception checks.
All right.
So 22.
You hover around and you don't see anything of note.
Gotcha. I can do this for
A
6
specific
hours.
Place I at least want to get to. So is it all right if we rush this? Because I did roll my checks for encounters for this. already.
It's fine with me.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Just so that not everybody has to roll like for watching for 24 hours, but switching off watches and everything. The most notable thing, most of your watches end with nobody, nothing. Clear skies, sun's starting to go down, it's hot, your crew's complaining. Kymel comes up to Perlin and says, "Hey, Captain, I think Redhead's trying to kill me. I just get a weird feeling around him."
You know, that's not.
The Alexa in the other room just played a Red Hot Chili Pepper song over something I just said, and I don't know what it is. Okay, sorry, I needed to say that. I'm so sorry.
Did she hear you say redhead? And
I guess.
nice. You know, that's not surprising coming from him. So I wouldn't sweat it. Maybe he'll kill you, maybe he won't. Probably not much you can do about it.
As nightfall comes,
Is that it? He's just like, all right, thanks, Captain. Good talk.
he like kind of and then goes back to the ship. As nightfall comes, you see a sand like a sand sail on the distance. Somebody's moving around the desert. You all kind of sit there with bated breath. Do you make any sounds? Do you try to hide?
How many hours is this after?
This
you
is
originally
about
landed?
2 hours after sunset. You're at like 16 hours at this point.
Oh, okay. Well, Yogi would be in his lizard folk form at this point.
It's a sand sailor. It looks like it might hold 2 people tops. Not very big at all.
I don't really know where else we could hide, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I'm mostly saying, do you try to draw attention to yourselves, or do you like?
Just do our thing.
They're in the distance. I'm saying like because they did not roll well on their perception check, and they might not have seen you.
Obama just doing our thing, and once they approach, just recharge the ship. That's a good question, Roger.
That was the alternative idea, yeah.
Yes. Yogu is pretty hungry.
Mhm. The 11 would not have noticed you, and they would have just gone right on by. But with that, they do see you, and you see as the sand sailor starts coming in. It's pulled by some kind of strange-looking beast. It almost looks like a seal. It's got a sail on it, but it is also being pulled by a like seal-like creature that is also kind of swimming through the sand.
Mayhaps.
You see 2 dragonborn men on the sailor, one of them is wearing a cowl. He slowly takes it off, and you see the scales on his face. Oh, what's all this about? The hell are you starving in? You got trade? We've got some pumpkins. We've got some various oils. Ooh, I've got this. He pulls out what looks to be like a robot arm.
Interesting. Do you have any meat?
Oh, yeah. We've got plenty of meat. What you guys got?
Excellent.
I mean, we've got a little bit of coin. Try not to carry too much out here. Never know when you're gonna run into the fucking lizards.
What do you mean by that?
I assume you're one of the good ones, you know? Sorry about that.
I was talking about dragons.
Yeah, these are dragonborn.
Or what was he talking about? Dragons or lizard folk? Okay,
Lizard
gotcha.
folk, yeah.
Okay.
I just always refer to lizard folk as lizards.
Okay, fair enough.
Not quite 1,000, no. But I don't like revealing how much money I'm carrying.
Yes, Yoku agrees.
I see what you did there. Oh, right.
Yes, we are robbing you.
Fine. We're very familiar with robberies. Oh, sure. 1 second. He starts digging in to the pack, throws a crate on the ground. All right, there's the meat. And he pulls out a small statue of a dragon from the cart. And there's a direct line to the Emperor.
Mhm.
Roll intimidation.
Could I help?
Do you have
Could
it?
Yoku help?
You cannot help after the roll has already happened. You got a 16. So you kill us, and whatever this mysterious vessel you have draws the attention of the Emperor and the full force of the Ujathian military. Or we leave and forget we saw anything.
Roger, what if he's bluffing? Of course. Yes, he's trying to be a big man.
The dragon. If you're not being quiet about this, the dragon starts wrapping around his ear. $30 feet. Okay. Yeah, you're just warping to him. I get it. Okay. Roll another intimidation check.
Rolls 18. Damn, that's low.
All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Take the cart. All right. Take everything in the cart. Just. Let's walk. No. All right. Okay.
Yoga grabs the meat.
All right. Didn't realize you had a dragonborn name. Understood. They leave, terrified for their lives.
I think that was the smoothest robbery we've done so far. We didn't even have to pretend to be inspectors this time.
All right. With that, the rest of the night is fairly uneventful, and all of you are relieved. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's adorable. It's a frog.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. It's got a strawberry tongue.
You are all fairly relieved to see the sunrise and to not have seen any actual Udrathian soldiers. Or anything that... Hopefully nothing that might have come back to bother you, or to bite you. The next morning arises. The ship bursts back into life. Ready to be left, or ready to leave.
All right.
You're about a week out from your destination.
Let's.
By the time you get there, it'll be close to the end of Sprema, and Spremid will start.
Would were there any supplies related to it on the cart you just took?
The robot, you with the robot arm and a couple of the other metal hunks around there, you feel like you might be able to build another torpedo.
Perfect.
Roll a insight, history. Anything else you feel like should give you advantage on this if you tell me what it is? Knox?
Robot arm guy. He's an expert on this sort of thing.
Yeah. Looking at this, there's a lot of sand damage on it from like the winds of the desert blowing over it. But it looks like a piece of one of those exploring units from the library that maybe got lost in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting find.
No. Gonna put a DM no in that. Right. Anything you want to do on the last stretch, and if you think of something over the break, because we're not going to get there, you can tell me. But the next 2 weeks are fairly uneventful as you reach the Gulf of, what the fuck is that Gulf called? As you reach the Perry Gulf at the end of the river's end, you finally just take the waterway and are much more clear. As you approach the island of Uznella, you approach roughly the destination you thought. The air is very smoky, mostly covering your ship, and you can tell it's smoky by all the cannon fire and clanking of metal and swords you hear below you. Yeah, any sort of spyglasses, you've got ways to look down at the water surface beneath you, and you can see tiefling ships and Adrothian ships engaging with each other all over. Even at your height, the smell of smoke, the smell of gunpowder penetrates your ship. The next few days are loud and rough, going through. The next few days are loud and rough, going through this war-torn area. It's very hard to sleep at night. But once you arrive in the strait between Uznella and Gorna Gudon, whatever that is called. Gudon. A storm picks up. You can still hear the cries of men underneath you. And at first, the storm seems pretty normal, but you know what you're searching for, and roughly where it should be. Another day, 2 days pass as you head further north through the strait, moving slower as the conditions are rougher, but at no point does the storm let up. Until eventually, the sky burns red. The clouds are low, below your low height, and then your ship picks up higher and higher into the air. Lightning strikes next to you. Just in case anything happens. Bolts of lightning break down next to you. The sounds of the storm eventually drown out any battles you heard below you. And you hear a nefarious sound. Clicking, permeating through the halls of your metal ship, clanging you like a fucking bell. As you hear that clicking, everyone make a Constitution save.
God damn, Nox.
1, 2.
I am constituted.
Bungus, are you unable to roll? Assuming he's unable to roll, auto fail. That's success.
Sorry, I had to
Damien.
pull it up.
No, you're good. Damien, Perlin, both of you are knocked on your ass by the sound. You're both prone. But it doesn't take much to stand up.
No damage.
No damage. Yet. As you look off through the windows of the ship, you see the dark clouds engulfing your visual surroundings. And then you see something. Almost like a fin breaking through the line of clouds that you could see like a shark's fin pulling out of the water. Roll perception, anyone that's looking. Just pick somebody, roll perception. Gonna go with Nox. Bungus, for a second, you get excited, you think that's it. That's the beast. But Nox, something's off about that sail, or about that fin. It almost looks like a ship's sail. Bobbing through the clouds. Veering up next to you. Pushing through the clouds, breaking the storm clouds like water before it. Fucking shit. No. Alright, everybody look away. I fucked up the map. No. I'm so sorry.
I'm looking away.
Objects and tokens. Oh, no, you didn't see anything, but I have to fix it.
I have dark vision. Can I see now?
All right. You blink for a second, and as you look over, you see this
shit.
iridescent, gangrene ship. Galleon, 4 sails, kind of a cup in the middle, pull up next to you. You see seaweed and detritus hanging off of all sides of it. It looks overgrown, like it's spent decades at the bottom of the ocean. There's a giant hole in one side. And you see a figure standing alone on the center, wearing a hood. Anybody doing anything? Anybody gonna say anything?
Can we?
I'll let the captain do the talking. I ain't getting killed today. I ain't getting soul stealed.
Was I able to get back up after being knocked prone?
Yeah, you stood up. You got knocked prone a little while ago.
Okay. So what did he say?
He hasn't said anything.
Oh, okay.
Also, you guys aren't necessarily standing on top of the ship unless you want to go climb out to the top and see what's going on. I just have your tokens there so they're visible, you know?
Okay, got it. I don't really know what to say. What if you get knocked prone, though? Clip in? What does that mean? Oh! I thought you were saying you would, like, clip through the ship and fall back in. I was like, did you find a bug?
He's gonna
Like,
no
no-
clip
he no clips through the ship.
No clips through the ship.
Okay.
T posing.
I'm sorry that's where my brain went. I was like, dang, I need to figure this out. Start flipping through walls. If you do these inputs, then the credits roll, guys.
Speed run the campaign.
You're not trying to speedrun the campaign by fighting the dragon, that's for sure.
I mean, I'm not going to command you to do that, but
You've obviously
Roger,
never
you
heard of
want-
the dragon skip.
The lone figure stands, a hood, like whipping in the wind. His face is obscured.
Who is this ghostly specter?
No response. Damien, Berlin, bring them here. You do. You're the only one outside. He's like yelling out, but I don't. Still landing on a voice for him. His hand raises up, and you see cannons like materialize on the side of the ship. Damien and Perlin, bring them here. Mhm.
Would ghost cannons just pass through the ship, or
Okay. Yeah, I'll go see what's up, I guess. But you come too, though. Damien around? Do we want Damien to come?
Just say Damien's on the way. It's
He's still recovering from the brown note. So
it's
Yeah, he's in the
I
bathroom.
was gonna say he has to wipe. It was a wet one.
it's much bigger in here than it looks, so it takes a while. He's got to come up.
all right, I'll follow.
No response.
Yeah, I'll come up and be like, "Hi, sir. So I understand you wanted to speak with the manager about something."
You look at him, and part of his hood is obscuring his face. I told you I'd see you soon, Captain.
Does he look familiar?
He both looks and sounds familiar.
Is it Atlas?
You can all roll initiative at the start of the next session.
You're cool.
Alright.
Do you like a GIF maker for that?
I hand animated it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like
Oh my god.
the Dark Souls boss intro.
Yeah. That's the idea. Alright. And that is where we will pick up next time.
Very cool.
I've actually got to do a
nice.
few.
Oh my
few
god, his
rounds.
health bar is enormous.
Awesome.
Alright.